I show you my Repenté saddle now because that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit today. Because after years of exclusively having this brand on my personal bike, I'm going to switch it out. Yes. And I'm going to do a change which has got quite a bit of nostalgic value to me because I'm going to switch it to a Fizik Alianté. The shape that many people came to know and love is now different in 2023. It's a little bit later in the day and it's a little bit odd for me. I haven't even looked in the mirror and I sort of probably look a little bit disheveled, but who cares? The sun is up, the weather is warm, and I'm prepared to go and have a little bit of a change from what I knew to be ordinary for the last quite a long time, actually. That's a fantastic saddle. When I first got it, I meant to do some talking about it, and I never really got around to it, other than as the years went by, I kept saying, I do like this saddle, I'll tell you about it one day. And I guess I'll notice the differences now that I'm changing. I have been on a number of different saddles over the last few months because I've been on test bikes. So this is one that I kept calling the Fizik Mobius because it says Mobius here. But I now know that it's also got another name. And I'm a big fan of this. This grip, I've said while I've been on the saddle, while I've been talking, while I've been riding, is that your chamois sort of soaks into these pores and it provides a great grip. This is a little trampoline section in the middle, which does offer quite a lot of relief on your perineum, which I need a little bit of at the moment. And although I love this Repenté saddle because the shape is just wonderful, I did notice yesterday a little bit of pressure on the undercarriage. So I've got to be sort of just hyper aware of making sure that my comfort is tickety-boo. And I'll show you the new saddle, shall I? I got this during the production of the official Tour de France guide sent to me by the PR agency for Fizik. And I looked at it then and then I forgot about it. So this is a surprise as I pull it out of the box. That's what it looks like. And no, I got it wrong because it's actually, you know what? Forget all of what I said before. And this is called the Antares saddle, actually. I don't know if it's going to show up, but it's written there on the nose. Antares, that's what this is. This feels a bit heavier, but I'll put it on the scales to let you know which one's which. As in which one's heavier and which one's not. As in which one's heavier and which one's lighter. And I'll do that right now. I have the scales in front of me, but in the meantime, I went and found the Alianté, which I was alluding to earlier. So that's the new version of an old favourite. Ask Mark Renshaw about it, he loves it, I do too. It's got carbon rails, it feels pretty light. The old Alianté had a much more sculpted back section there. We have 3 Fizik saddles, 1, 2, 3. Wealth of choice from Fizik. Actually, if you look at the Fizik website, you'll notice that there's a ton of choice. This one, which I determined was the Vento, very expensive. I think that's over $500, 176 grams. This one, what are we on? Alianté, 3 grams heavier, 179 grams. This one, which I haven't tried, although I've had this and the other one on the Cannondale review bike that I had for months. And this is the Antares, and all new experience in a few minutes. Ooh, I'm a winner. 163 grams. So I've just shaved a whole 10 grams or so off previous review saddles. And let's see how it translates when I dismantle my bike. And I'll probably save maybe even 23 grams or something like that. Crazy, huh? All right. Intro to this one. If there's some really big notes to share with you, I'll do that when I'm on the bicycle. I'll just do the switcheroo now, and my all black bike has long had a little standout feature of a white saddle. Served me well, and I don't think that's going anywhere because I do love it. But for the purpose of a review, let's see how that goes. Black, 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 black. It's not my choice, it just happened that way. And that was my little interruption to the black and black and black and black aesthetic. And I feel almost mischievous having put that one on because, you know, it's just sort of shaped how I ride. I'm sort of got a 4mm in my spares bit on, my utility bit on, my carry the sundry items bit on, and I will be making the minor adjustments as it works. I measure from the back of the saddle on the modern, when I do modern bike fits, because you know, we got the power saddle, which I had on the review bike, which is a shorter concept from Specialized. That's become quite common, quite prevalent in the market these days. So I don't measure to the nose. I don't, you know, I measure to the rear because that's where my bum is, and to the center of the stem. So anyway, that's just the way that I do it. And the trend of saddles, as far as I know, as far as I see, as far as I experience, as far as I ride, is that you just tilt the nose down just a little bit these days. I think that's a trend that has emerged basically from, I don't know, a few more hours on the indoor trainer. I don't know, you tell me why you do it, but I do it and I like it. I sort of credit the Alianté with the sculpted rear end for being one of the reasons why that became a little bit popular, because you just sort of find you push your sit bones into the back of the saddle a bit more when it's slightly nose down rather than completely parallel to the ground, as was often the way back in when I started riding. Anyway, totally enough gibberish. Time to put on my favourite helmet at the moment. The KASK, forget the name, no, Utopia. Had a little problem yesterday, I just couldn't get where that dial should be. It is very height adjustable. It is very height adjustable, but yesterday when I was riding, I just couldn't find the sweet spot. But we'll see how I go today. All right. Which sunnies? I'll use the same one as yesterday. It's pretty dramatic anyway. You ready for this in case you missed my review from yesterday? It's not matching, but you know, my Tour de France Oakley sunglass wiping bag does the job very neatly. I put these on yesterday when I went for a ride, never touched them again until I took them off my face. So like they are planted. They jump on your face. You can stare at the ocean. You can stare at whales for a good half hour in bright sunshine and not feel like you're ruining your eyes from the glare. How do I know? Because I did exactly that. Click those noses in, pop them on my face, click it into there, and one. That side must be a little bit oversized on my nose, because that one clicked, that one didn't. Maybe it did. Try again, or one didn't. Okay, that makes sense to me.